Good morning. This is an amazing crowd for a Saturday morning at 9 a.m., I'm just going to say. All right, so back in 2009 in the summer, James O'Keefe and I took on a risky little project. And what we got some good information. We got a lot of bad things on film, and it was newsworthy. And here we are, two young kids. We didn't know what to do with this stuff. We had gold, we had info, we wanted it to get out to the American people, but we didn't know how, and frankly, we didn't trust the media with it. We didn't know what to do. And James goes, well, there's this guy out in California. He's a little zany, he's creative, and he's a good man. And I think our footage would do well in his hands. Plus, he has everyone's phone number in his personal BlackBerry, so he can get it out there. And I was like, I don't know. He goes, Hannah, trust me. And I did. And we let Andrew orchestrate the release of our footage. And it was the most amazing thing. This man did something, not only for me personally, for James, but for the nation. He took a risk when no one else would. He literally put his reputation on the line with our footage. It's very edgy. And he said, I understand what you guys are doing, and I believe in this, and I will help you get it out there. And he did. He didn't let us down. He's fighting for the nation right now. This man is a warrior in every sense, and he's out there fighting battles that a lot of people are scared to. And this man deserves all your attention, all your love, all your support. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to introduce my boss, Andrew Breitbart.
Beautiful day.
Thank you, Hannah. I appreciate all of you being here. What a horizontal room. Hello, C-SPAN, and all my friends in the mainstream media. Love ya. Wow, what a 6 months it's been. I want to start off with I have to apologize to the nation because the pimp in the Pimp and Prostitute video apparently wasn't dressed like a flamboyant pimp. I am so sorry, this nation, for, I don't know what to say. Apparently it doesn't matter anymore. Look, mainstream media, we are now 6 months into this Acorn thing, and you just lost in New Jersey, Massachusetts, and Virginia. And we have video cameras on you everywhere you go, SEIU and Acorn. And your Alinsky tactics to try and destroy Hannah and James and me, bring it on. Mr. Podesta, we're watching you. Mr. Podesta, we are so sick of your Alinsky tactics of the politics of personal destruction. You started in the 90s, and now you're coming after people who exposed corruption at the highest order. Instead of investigating Acorn, you're investigating us. We're on to your tactics. It's over. And mainstream media, who chose not to cover this thing, who now wants to cover James and Hannah every time they trip and fall and do everything. This is the biggest story in the world. Hey, how was that Watergate Jr. story, MSNBC? Who are these people? No, seriously, who are these people? It's unbelievable. Let me remind you something. We're at war with Al-Qaeda, and the mainstream media doesn't have... Whoa, let's use euphemisms to describe these people. Let's put them in the nicest possible places. Let's let them do everything in the world. But people who come out of their houses, people who choose not to go to Walmart or Costco for a weekend, who say, maybe we're spending too much money. Maybe we're putting too much money on the credit cards of our children. Oh, you're teabaggers. Look, mainstream media, the gig is up. We've figured you out. You're not on our team. You're not on the American team. You're on the progressive team. We tried to play nice with you, and nice is over. I'm looking at my phone, not because I am ADD, but I'm looking at my phone because I found the Rosetta Stone of our common burden this week, and of all places, the New York Times. They don't realize that they wrote a paragraph that made absolute sense, but when I saw it, I said, it was in a piece about a podcast on the BBC, and the headline had nothing to do that they had just admitted what they've done over the last 60 years in the United States. Rick Santorum referred to it. It's political correctness. It's multiculturalism. This country was founded upon the premise of e pluribus unum. One from many. And this multicultural crap that you instill in our kids the second they get into college, and you separate them and pit them against each other so that you can get votes every election cycle, that's ending right now. I want to read to you from this fabulous New York Times piece. This is unbelievable, and I hate to get into esoterica here, but the nuanced people in the academic left who we're about to go to war with at big education, and yes, we do have video cameras, professors, and we're going to use them against you. And if mathematics plus Bush equals Hitler equals we're at war with you. And if you continue this indoctrination cycle against our children and then keep preparing them for being unprepared for the world, we're not going to spend $100,000 every 5 minutes for our kids to go to school there. You are the first place that needs to be reformed. Well, I wasn't just a dumb liberal in college. I was the dumbest liberal in college. I was a drunk liberal in college, and I went to college in New Orleans because I didn't have to use a fake ID. They just let me drink. And thank God, because otherwise I would have been completely indoctrinated. I remember in my American Studies program, I took it because I wanted to read Mark Twain. I did. I was like, I like that guy. And then I walked through the door and they're like, no, he's racist. I'm like, what? We're not allowed to read Mark Twain in American Studies program? Who's in charge of this place? This is insane. And so I started reading these crazy books. This is true. American Studies. These people are so audacious. They walk through the front door of every institution, whether it be the churches, whether it be college, whether it be the Congress, with their Alinsky tactics, to say, you know what, we're in charge here, and we're going to give you our core curriculum. We're going to give you our nihilistic vision of the world. Again, it's over, but don't cheer. I just want to remind John Podesta, it's over, okay? You waged war against the good American people, you progressives. You pit us against each other. We're going to come after you so hard. You have no idea what you have awoken in this country.